Hello lovelies, I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about skincare regimens. And so a skincare regimen is products that you utilize on a consistent, regular basis that kind of go in line with each other, and they help to support your overall skin health. And so I'm going to talk about cleansers, exfoliating the skin, serums, moisturizers, and a protectant. And so with that, you can kind of vary it depending on what it is that you exactly need. If you are, you have really pretty good skin and you just need a daily cleanser and moisturizer, you can stop there. If you have real major concerns like pigmentation or rosacea, then utilizing things like serums are great. If you have a lot of acne or texture to the skin, definitely exfoliating is something that you want to add in. So I'm going to kind of go through all of the different regimen steps and some different products and how to utilize that. So first off, cleansing. Cleansing is one of the most important steps because we are constantly in the environment, we're walking around, there's toxins and chemicals that are coming at us from pollutants. And so it is really important that you take that off, as well as definitely people that wear makeup. You don't want that makeup to be sitting in your pores. So washing your skin morning and night is ideal. In the morning you wash it because you want to take off that extra layer of kind of skin goo from the night before sleeping and just give yourself a nice fresh base. And then definitely at night you want to make sure that you're taking off the makeup and any kind of pollutants that you might have come into contact with. So there's a couple different kinds of cleansers. There's a variety. You can do a gel cleanser, you can do a creamy cleanser, you can do a bar cleanser. So the three lines that I really like to utilize is Sanitas Skincare. It's based out of Boulder, Colorado. Then I also utilize Beautycounter, that is based out of California and is all about the clean beauty movement. And then I utilize Colour Up Therapeutics, which is the CBD line that really focus on the CBD benefits and the anti-inflammatory properties to that. So for the cleansers, some of the ones that I like to use, and there's a variety. And so if you are, utilizing a cleanser that you think is great, that's great. Just stick with it. All good. So first of all, I'm going to talk to you about Sanitas Sensitive Skin Cleanser. This is a nice gel consistency. This just has a really nice kind of gel consistency to it. Totally safe to use for anybody that has sensitive skin, rosacea, any kind of irritation. Also, if you just like a gel cleanser, this is going to foam up really nice. It takes off makeup great. It's got aloe that helps to calm and soothe the skin, and it has beta-glucan that helps to strengthen the immune function of the skin. Then I have the Beautycounter Cleansing Balm. This is one of their best sellers, and this is kind of a thick cream balm. You can also utilize this as a mask. But so you take a little bit of this, and this is great at really helping to break up the makeup. So it's kind of an oil based. Oil is attracted to oil, and so it actually will help to break up that makeup, attract and draw dirt and oil to it, and then you can remove it, and it is super hydrating. So if you're somebody that's really dry and you want that extra hydration, this is a great one. And then you can also put a layer on and go to bed with it, and it's got high vitamin C, so that's going to help to protect the skin. Great antioxidant benefit. Then we have the Beautycounter charcoal bar, cleansing bar. This is super cool. This bar is going to be great for helping to attract dirt and oil to it. So charcoal has a big molecular structure to it, and it also has a bunch of pores in it, kind of like lava rocks. And so as it's going along the skin, it's able to really pick up all those toxins and debris. And so that's a great one, especially if you have more of an acne kind of skin concern or issue. So definitely cleanse morning and night. Gentle cleansers are great. I would say, get yourself a good daily cleanser, and then you can add in that exfoliating step. So there's definitely cleansers that have acids in it, like glycolic or lactic or salicylic, and those are great. But anything that has an acid in it, you don't want to be doing on a daily basis. So that would be something that you would kind of add in. Definitely a 2 cleansing step regimen is great. So we can talk about that if you have questions as well. Okay, so then the next step in a beauty care regimen would be exfoliation. Now, exfoliating is something that is super necessary, but not something that you want to do all the time. So exfoliation is going to help to get that top layer of dead skin cells up and off of the skin. It also can help with the stimulation, so it helps with the circulatory system, helps to get new blood flow to the skin, which is awesome. But again, not something that you want to do on a daily basis. So with that, if you think of exfoliation almost as your workout regimen, so this would be something that you would do 2 to 3 times a week. You're really going to maximize that workout of the skin, really get that blood pumping and moving, that dead skin cells off, and then you're going to let the skin rest. Very important though. And so we have kind of two different styles of exfoliation. You can have a mechanical exfoliant, which would be something like a scrub, something that is physically, mechanically kind of scrubbing or taking away that top layer of dead skin. And then you have a chemical exfoliation, which is going to be something like an acid that's going to be chemically breaking down that top layer of dead skin. I love both for different reasons. Definitely if you have more sensitive skin or broken capillaries or anything like that, you want to avoid scrubs. Don't be scrubbing and activating your skin because that's just going to break down the vascular system more. So I would stick to more of a chemical exfoliation if you have a lot of redness or inflammation in the skin. So a couple that I really like to utilize is the Sanitas Lemon Cream Scrub. This is one of their best sellers. It is awesome. It smells delicious. The scrub part to it is silica crystals. So it's diatomaceous earth. It's from the earth. It goes back to the earth. No sort of environmental issue. They're also rounded, so they're not going to tear at the skin. I know St. Ives is a product that's been around forever and a lot of people utilize it. But with that, what can happen with different shells and stuff like that, shells or seeds or nuts, is that they have jagged edges and it can actually tear at the skin and be breaking the skin down more than you want it to be. My next favorite is the Sanitas Brightening Peel Pads, and these are awesome. So this is a blend of glycolic acid, lactic acid, and salicylic acid. Glycolic acid has the smallest molecular structure of the acids, and so it penetrates down to where collagen and elastin is being produced and makes it the best acid for fine lines and wrinkles. Lactic acid is derived from milk molecules, and that is going to actually hit the skin where melanocytes are being produced. So melanocytes are what give our skin pigmentation, and when they get damaged from sun damage and stuff like that, they overproduce, and that's what causes sunspots. So lactic acid is one of the best acids for any kind of pigmentation concern or issue. And then salicylic is an oil-loving acid. It's attracted to oil, and it's an anti-inflammatory acid, which makes it one of the best acids for acne. With this, it's like a little chemical peel in a pad. So there's 50 pads in that jar. You would do it anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week. You can take one pad, do your face, neck, and chest. Some women have, spots on the back of their hands. So if you want, you can take what's left over and do the back of your hands. That is something that I just totally strongly recommend. And you can do it morning or night. It's kind of up to you, whatever feels the best for you. So definitely make sure that you're exfoliating your skin. If you definitely have like texture to your skin, if you have like the white bumps, or if you have blackheads, anything like that, either of those products is going to be great to help to get that stuff up and off of the skin. Okay, so the next step in a beauty regimen would be your serums, and serums are really treatments. If you think about whatever your main concern is, if it's pigmentation, if it's acne, if it's hydration, look for a serum that will kind of match what it is that your main concern is. Serums typically have smaller molecular structures, and they can penetrate deeper into the skin and treat it on a deeper level. So with some of the serums that I'm going to show you, I will kind of show you one for each of different things. We have the Beautycounter's Vitamin C Serum. This is going to be a serum that is going to help to brighten the skin. So vitamin C is one of the best antioxidants, helps to really brighten the skin, breaks down pigmentation. It also has avocado and black currant oil. Avocado is really high in vitamin D and E, and then black currant has omegas 3, 6, and 9, and so that is really going to help to bring and draw moisture and hydration to the skin. So this is a great anti-aging serum, as well as a brightening serum. Then Sanitas's Skin Soothing Concentrate. I really love this. This has an apple stem cell that helps to calm and soothe any kind of inflammation or swelling. This is definitely a great product if you have broken capillaries, redness, or inflammation in the skin. Both of those products are going to be in a squalane base. So squalane has a little bit of an oily consistency. You'll see, and you really just need a tiny little bit. But with squalane, it mimics the skin's natural sebum production, and so it's a fat-soluble ingredient. The skin is a fat-soluble organ, so it's one of the best ways to get ingredients to penetrate into the skin. And again, it's going to mimic that skin's natural sebum, so when you put the serum on, the skin says, oh, this acts like the sebum that I produce. I know what this is, and it starts to take it and utilize it immediately. Then Beautycounter's Intensive Moisture Serum. This is super high in hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid is a molecule that can hold 1,000 times its weight in water. What it does is it'll go into the skin and it'll actually draw moisture into the skin. It helps to plump fine lines and wrinkles. So that's going to be a great one if you have, different hydration, or if you just are feeling like you don't have that kind of plumpness to the skin. So definitely depending on what your concern is, there's acne serums, there's pigmentation, there's hydration, there's inflammation serum. So let me know if you want to talk kind of one-on-one about what serum would be right for you. But that is definitely, if you have any concern, spend your money on your serum, because that is where you're really going to start to get treatment and results. Okay, so the next step in your skincare regimen is going to be a moisturizer. And I really like to think of moisturizers as a defensive shield. So what it does is it's going to sit in between kind of your skin and the environment. It'll create a nice protective barrier. UV rays cause free radical damage as well as just pollutants that are in the air. And so if you have a moisturizer that's high in antioxidants, then those pollutants are going to go for the antioxidants, or the free radicals are going to go for the antioxidants before they come and start to break down the skin. So it really acts as that protective barrier for the skin. A couple of the ones that I really like, this Colour Up Therapeutics UV damage protection is going to be an awesome one. They have it in a light and a regular weight. It has a watermelon extract, and if you think about watermelon sitting out in the hot sun, it has to have something that helps to protect it from all that UV rays. And so what that does within the skin is that it actually helps the skin from breaking down and UV damage. It also has CBD in it, which is a great anti-inflammatory aspect. I've had people say that they've had great results, especially if they have some sort of inflammation issue, whether that's acne, rosacea, eczema, something like that on their skin. That CBD can really help to take down inflammation. Another great one is the the Beautycounter Counter Match Adaptive Moisture Lotion. This has salicylic acid in it, which is going to just lightly help to exfoliate the skin. It is a really lightweight, but it is moisturizing enough for even me who has a very, very dry skin. It also has arginine in it, which is an amino acid that's going to help to protect and rebuild the skin. It also has avocado oil in it, which is going to... It also has squalane in it, which is going to act as a defense mechanism for the skin. So that is a great daily moisturizer as well. Moisturizers you want to do day and night. In the day, they're going to act as that defense shield. At night, they're going to help to just aid in that reproductive and repair mode for the skin. Definitely there's, thicker moisturizers out there or more lightweight ones. So if you want to talk about what is the right moisturizer for you, I'd love to set up a one-on-one. And you can DM me or click the link below. Okay, and the next basic step of a skincare regimen is going to be your protection. So your protection is going to be sunscreen. Sunscreen. Always, it is your number one anti-aging product. If somebody's like, I'm only going to do one thing, then sunscreen's what you got to do. So with that, I love a physical block. So a physical versus a chemical block is going to be something like zinc. Zinc is a physical block, and what that does is it actually stays on the surface of the skin so that when the UV rays hits the skin, it gets reflected right back out, versus a chemical sunscreen actually goes into the layers of the skin. And because of that, it allows the UV rays to come into the skin, which can still allow the skin to heat up, which can also aid in pigmentation issues. So I prefer a physical block. I just think it's one of the better sunscreens that are out there. It also is totally non-toxic. It's okay for the environment. So that's what I would look for. And so the two that I recommend, I've got the Sanitas Solar Block, and this is an SPF 20. Now, I know that there's information out there that says that you have to have SPF 30 or above. With an SPF 20, you have 96% sun protection. At an SPF 30, you have 97% sun protection. So even though you're going up in 10 SPF points, you're only getting a percentage more of sun protection. And what I would say is the bigger concern is that physical block. So a physical block does not break down, and it will stay on you, and it will be there as long as you don't physically take it off, protecting you through the day, versus a chemical sunscreen that would be like your 30s, 40s, 50s are going to be something that is breaking down over time, and because of that, it's more important that you reapply. So this sunscreen, I'm going to just show you guys it because I like to let people know. So it has a really kind of thick white consistency to it, but you rub it into the skin and it goes totally in and it doesn't leave any fragrance or residue. Zinc is also really calming and soothing for this skin. So anybody that I've had that's had like a lot of inflammation, or if they have acne breakouts, zinc will actually help to heal that quicker. Then the other one that I have is the Dew Skin from Beautycounter. So this is also a zinc base with an SPF 20. This is tinted though, and there's several different tint colors. So I know some people are like, I want a tinted moisturizer, a tinted sunscreen. So this does have some tint to it, so you can utilize that. It kind of acts as like a BB cream. So if you like to just do like a little bit of light makeup, that's a great protector for you, or it's a great base step to your next makeup steps. Definitely always wear sunscreen. It is something that you just have to utilize. I just thought I would show you too the difference kind of in my hand, so you can see this is the one that has the pigmentation in it, and then this is the one that is the pure zinc. So this is my natural color. It's not whitening my skin anymore. I'm just a white girl. But either way, if you want something that has a tint to it, I've got that in the Beautycounter, or if you just want a physical block, I have that in the Sanitas. So that is your basic skincare regimen. So you're going to cleanse, exfoliate 2 to 3 times a week, utilize a serum that is for your main concern or issue, and then you're going to moisturize and wear a sun protectant. So that would be kind of my definitely like have to haves. And then if you want to add on, you can do things like masks and eye creams. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about a couple of eye creams. So the Sanitas Peptiderm Eye Treatment, this has peptides in it. So peptides are chains of amino acids, and they're the building blocks for all tissue growth. If you think about going to the gym and you do your big workout and then you drink your protein shake, there's normally an amino acid blend, and that's giving your body back what it needs to rebuild those muscles that you just broke down while you were exercising. So peptides are essential to skin renewal and health. The Peptiderm Eye Treatment has a 50% concentration of peptides, and it also has a peptide that helps to slow down neuroconnectivity. So if you think about, you're squinting, you're making all these eye expression movements, this is actually going to help to turn off the receptors for the nerves to be able to speak to each other and contract the muscles. So it really helps to soften the skin, or soften the fine lines and wrinkles. It is definitely a great anti-aging eye cream. If you are, have the fine lines and wrinkles already, then you have to do something to correct it. And peptides, along with acids and retinols, are some of the best ways to be able to do that. Beautycounter's Countermatch Eye Rescue Cream is a great daily eye cream. So just one of the things with the eye area is that it does have a little bit thinner, tender skin. And so one thing is that you just really want to make sure that you're protecting that. This is a great daily eye cream. This has squalane in it. It's got bentene, which is derived from beets, that helps to oxygenate the skin. And then it also has phytic acid, which helps to stimulate circulation, and is going to actually help to kind of remove that darkness and dark circles and blood pooling under the eye area. So this is a great daily eye cream if you're looking for one.